Okay, so here we are in the SAP billing module, and today we're going to demonstrate the interoperability between SAP ECC 6.0 and the PinPoint sales and use tax calculation engine. This is going to be on the billing side, and we're not going to cover the PinPoint configuration. If you'd like to see what we did there, by all means, you can check out the companion video to this for the Oracle R12 end-to-end integration. But for now, let's get started creating some invoices in SAP and seeing how it communicates with PinPoint and creates the tax. So first order of business is we're going to enter a customer number in here that's going to bring up a customer, and we're going to create a PO. And since we don't have one, we'll just make up a PO called demo 123456. The date will be today's date. And then, of course, we're going to come down to the materials. And we're going to, capitalize that and call it miscellaneous TPP with a quantity of 10. Now, when I hit enter, it brings up a customer who's located in Dallas, Texas. It's telling us the net value here is $1,000. We've got 10 units at 100 per. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and look at the header information that when we examine the header for SAP, it's actually making a call out to PinPoint and bringing back the tax. And here we can see the tax is $82.50. And as we scroll down into the SAP detail, we see there's a $62.50 at jurisdiction level 1, and we see a couple of $10 charges at jurisdictions 3 and 4. Now, SAP doesn't bring back the jurisdiction names, but of course those are stored in PinPoint. And the important thing to note here is that it correctly calculated the tax of $82.50 for a transaction that was being sold to Dallas, to a customer in Dallas, for miscellaneous tangible personal. Now, let's take that same exact customer. We will enter the same exact ship to location. This time we'll have a different PO number. We'll call this PO demo 999. And the date here again will be the date that we previously used. But this time, we're going to pass a different code. We're going to say that we're purchasing consulting, still 10 units per. And once again, we've got a $1,000 amount for the 10 consulting units, also at 100 per. So when we check the headers for this one, however, we should get a different result. And in fact, we do. PinPoint has correctly determined that the tax code that's been set up for consulting is different than the tax code that was set up for tangible personal property, which is why we see a zero tax being returned. So those are examples of a taxable customer making one taxable purchase and one exempt purchase of two different items that we're selling here, and we saw the results reflect that. Now let's run a third scenario with a new customer. We'll call this customer 56. We're going to call this demo, demo, I don't know, 777 is our PO, just making stuff up there clearly. And this time, here again, we will be purchasing or selling miscellaneous tangible personal property. Here again, 10 units. Now, as we saw before, 10 units of TPP is going to cost $1,000 to this customer. And we know that that is a taxable tax code. We just saw this play out for customer 54, but this is customer 56. And there is a difference between customer 54 and customer 56. Notably, customer 56 has been supplied with and has supplied us with and has been set up with a tax exempt certificate in PinPoint. The presence of that certificate dictates that this is a non-taxable transaction, even though it's an otherwise taxable tax code. So to summarize, we saw a taxable customer and we sold them an item that was taxable. We saw the tax come back on that. We sold them an item that was exempt. We saw that calculate zero tax. And then we sold the same taxable item to a customer who had furnished us with an exemption certificate, and we saw that correctly produce zero tax as well in SAP. And that concludes our demonstration for this afternoon. But should you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out and contact us. Very much appreciate your spending the time looking at these. Talk to y'all soon.